Hello, good evening and welcome to NDTV. This is Breaking Views. I am Ankit Tyagi. Ladies and gentlemen, the President, in fact, the day President decided to host a big dinner on the eve of the G20 summit, it created a lot of politics around it. First, the name Bharat, but the invitations and who all got the invitation also created, for some it was unpalatable. And as many would say, it left a bitter taste in their mouth as well. Confusion in the India alliance. While Mamata Banerjee, Nitish Kumar and other chief ministers, those who are part of the 28 political parties opposing the Modi government, as protocol, they were invited. Nitish Kumar, Mamata Banerjee, Mr. M.K. Stalin, Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren, all were present there. So was Congress Chief Minister, the lone one though, from Himachal Pradesh, Sukhwinder Sukhu. But Adhir Ranjan Choudhary, the leader of opposition as far as the Congress is concerned in the Lok Sabha, took this opportunity to attack Mamata Banerjee for her presence at the India alliance. Many are saying that Adhir Ranjan Choudhary, in fact, found it unpalatable that Mamata Banerjee, despite being in the opposition grouping, is at this dinner. Remember, both Mr. Adhir Ranjan Choudhary and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge were not invited for this, and this also got the Congress party talking as far as this entire controversy is concerned. While Adhir Ranjan Choudhary took a snipe at Mamata Banerjee, TMC hit back, reminding the Congress leader of protocol. While this politics is going on, the big question is, ladies and gentlemen, certain events, certain protocols, should they not be kept above partisan politics? It was India that was hosting this dinner, not a particular political party. And doesn't this also signify the huge divide between the opposition and the government, where everything, even within their own alliance, is now up for political pot shots as we run up into the elections 2024. Take a look at this story.
The President's dinner at the G20 summit. Notable presence from the opposition camp has politics bickering boiling within the India alliance. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, one of the main faces of the opposition alliance, was present at the dinner, along with Jharkhand, Himachal, Bengal and Tamil Nadu chief ministers. Interestingly, the only Congress chief minister at the dinner was Himachal's Sukhwinder Sukhu, even as other Congress chief ministers Bhupesh Baghel, Ashok Gehlot and Siddaramaiah stayed away, citing preoccupations. The Congress had earlier attacked the government for not inviting the leader of opposition, Mallikarjun Kharge. Sources told NDTV that the Congress leadership is not happy with Sukhu over attending the event. Sources close to Himachal Chief Minister clarified that there was no direction from the party on whether to attend or not to attend, and that he did a smart thing by using the opportunity to raise national disaster demand in the wake of Himachal floods. But what was even more interesting, that the Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Choudhary picked Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and attacked her for attending the G20 dinner, further amplifying the confusion within the Congress. Mamata Banerjee and Nitish Kumar were seated at the same table as Home Minister Amit Shah and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath.
নৈশ ভোজের আমন্ত্রণের সাড়া দিয়ে আগ বাড়িয়ে পৌঁছে গেলেন দিল্লি। নৈশ ভোজে না গেলে কিছু হতো না, আকাশ ভেঙে পড়তো না, মহাভারত অশুদ্ধ হয়ে যেত না, কোরআন নাপাক হয়ে যেত না। এই নৈশ ভোজ ভারতবর্ষের মুখ্যমন্ত্রীদের বড় অংশ প্রত্যাখ্যান করেছে। যে নৈশ ভোজে পার্লামেন্টের বিরোধী দলের নেতা মল্লিকার্জুন খার্গেকে আহ্বান জানানো হয়নি, না গেলেও পারত। কিরকম টান, আগে ভাগে উড়ে গিয়ে দিল্লিতে অবস্থান করছে। নৈশ ভোজে যোগীর পাশে বসে, অমিত শাহর পাশে বসে নৈশ ভোজন করবে, বাংলার মুখ্যমন্ত্রী মমতা ব্যানার্জি।
TMC hit back at the Congress leader, saying there is a protocol for such events and Adhir Ranjan Choudhary should know better.
अगर हम अधीर चौधरी को ये पूछे कि कुछ महीना पहले आपको ये दिखा गया था, आप एक अवार्ड सेरेमनी में सुकांत मुजुमदार के साथ डायस शेयर कर रहे थे, तो क्या आपका सेटिंग था? पहले आप ये सवाल का जवाब दीजिए। देश का आदमी ये जानना चाहते हैं आपसे कि आप बीजेपी के खिलाफ लड़ना चाहते हैं कि बीजेपी को मजबूत करने के लिए जो बीजेपी के खिलाफ लड़ रहा है उसको ही करने का कोशिश कर रहा है बंगाल में।
The dinner was hosted by the president on the occasion of a global event like G20 summit. On such an occasion, political parties are expected to rise above differences. But Adhir Ranjan seems to have forgotten that. The absence of other Congress chief ministers also raises several questions. Bureau Report, NDTV.
All right, so just let's take a look at the India Alliance leaders, the opposition leaders, those who did attend this gala dinner. Remember, it was hosted by the president, and the whole controversy about President of Bharat started from this invitation itself. Nitish Kumar was one of the most notable faces as far as the India Alliance is concerned. He was present there. We've seen the pictures of him, in fact, speaking to the Prime Minister, to the US President as well. Hemant Soren, Jharkhand Chief Minister, was also present at this dinner. Meanwhile, Congress's Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister, was present at this dinner. Mamata Banerjee, West Bengal Chief Minister, was also in attendance. Another big and important, in fact, leader from the India Alliance, M.K. Stalin, was also present, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. And remember, this was the first time that Mr. Stalin and, of course, the Prime Minister came face to face in one event after his son and the minister in Tamil Nadu government, Udayanithi Stalin, made those remarks about Sanatan Dharma. Now, I just want to very quickly, apart from that, other notable absentees as far as the India Alliance is concerned. Arvind Kejriwal did not, in fact, go there. But along with that, Congress chief ministers who were not present at this dinner. Ashok Gehlot, Rajasthan Chief Minister, Bhupesh Baghel, Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, and Siddaramaiah, Karnataka Chief Minister, were all absent as far as this dinner is concerned. Remember, the Congress, and I've been saying it again and again, ladies and gentlemen, had taken objection for Mallikarjun Kharge, the party president and the leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, not being invited for this dinner. So is it, also at this moment, politics being played over this issue? Or the opposition is right, legitimate in fact, questioning the government when it comes to excluding their leaders as far as such big events are concerned, which, as I said earlier, is all about India, not about a political party. So let's just very quickly discuss this and the impact of this, how it is being seen all across as far as the political pundits are concerned. Smita Gupta, senior journalist, is joining us at this moment. Sanjay Singh, senior journalist, political commentator, is also with us. Thank you so much to both of you and welcome. I want to start by asking you, Smita, this whole controversy started with Mr. Kharge not being invited as far as this gala dinner is concerned. Adhir Ranjan Choudhary, while he attacks Mamata Banerjee for attending this entire gala dinner, forgets that there were other chief ministers, including chief minister from his own party, who were present at this dinner. Should we take this as political opportunism, not understanding the protocol, or does this also amplify the fissures in the India Alliance?
Well, I'd like to answer this question in three parts. Firstly, the G20 meetings and all the events surrounding it, it was an occasion for the government. It was an occasion for India. It wasn't a celebration of a political party, even though some people may have misunderstood it because of the central role that the Prime Minister had on the occasion. So Miss Banerjee, as the Chief Minister of a state who had been invited by the President, was well within her rights to attend the meeting, as were all the other Chief Ministers and guests. Number two, when it comes to Mr. Adhir Ranjan Choudhary, I think Mr. Adhir Choudhary still behaves like a local level leader. He doesn't realize that, an attack on Mamata Banerjee is naturally going to raise the question, are there fissures within the India alliance? And this is something he has done repeatedly. Even I don't know whether anyone senior in the Congress party has ever told him that it's your job to unite and not to play low-level, district-level Bengal politics. In fact, he have been removed as, leader of the opposition because he really behaves like a local district-level leader. He has his own Murshidabad, Behrampur politics to play out. This was not the occasion to play it out. Thirdly, I think it was wrong on the part of the government or whoever issued the invitations not to issue an invitation to Mr. Kharge. Mr. Kharge is, after all, the president of the Congress party, and that was wrong. Now, obviously, the Congress did not give any directives to its chief ministers.
Yes.
So you had 3 chief ministers who stayed away and 1 chief minister who attended, which doesn't create a good impression. Either all 4 should have stayed away or all 4 should have attended. So that the Congress really needs to think, as a political party and not, it
also brings forward the confusion within the Congress party and how they strategize as far as responding to BJP on various issues, including the G20 and the way this dinner went through. But Sanjay Singh, how does this, in kind of the messaging that comes across, while the BJP is taking this as a victory of the government of India, it also tells you how deeply divided our polity and political parties are, that even on an issue as the G20 summit, the success of this summit, which should have brought together all political parties, we stand divided.
Ankit, first what Smita said about the formulation, that some people confuse that this was a party event and not an India event, an event of Government of India per se. If this was a party event, then where was JP Nadda? He was also not invited.
One minute. I did not say it was a party event. I said the way it was conducted confused some people as to whether it was a party event or government event.
Absolutely.
The message was all the same. Nonetheless, JP Nadda was also not there. When Mr. Kharge, as Congress president, does not attend 15th August celebrations at Red Fort, citing saying that he has to hoist flag at Ashoka Road, AICC headquarters, neither as leader of opposition nor as Congress president. He does not attend that function. And the reasons I said that is for people's wisdom to decide as to whether that was a correct rationalization by the Congress. He does not also attend as leader of opposition and leader of Congress party inauguration of newly built parliament, and also campaigns for others not to attend this particular meet. When Rahul Gandhi says that Mr. Kharge represents 60% population of India, I think the question arises, what was Mamata Banerjee? Is he not part of the same population segment that Rahul Gandhi is talking about? Is Hemant Soren not part of that? Is Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu not part of that?
Okay.
Is M.K. Stalin not part of that? The chief ministers were invited. The fact remains, if you represent 60% of the population, you should be running the government with 450 seats plus. This particular formulation, again, is very objectionable.
Okay.
More so, when you talk about leader of opposition, in terms of protocol, leader of opposition position goes normally. When you talk to people in terms of people's representation, it is leader of Lok Sabha, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha. That is nonetheless a different question altogether.
Okay.
But what Mr. Adhir Choudhary said, Adhir Ranjan is a very, very important leader of Congress party. He is also leader of House in Lok Sabha. So to say that he is a mohalla level and a district level to somebody who does not understand this politics, why does not Congress party sack him from the position that they have given to him?
No, but Sanjay Singh, I also want to, like you pointed out, that JP Nadda was also not invited, and so was Mr. Kharge. But the fact remains that this was this was supposed to be, this was also a time when the President of India invited all these dignitaries where there could have been a bipartisan approach. Why not the leaders of the top political parties, the presidents of top political parties also present at this moment, because that was nothing political. There was nothing political as far as this dinner is concerned.
Ankit, it was completely non-partisan. If you see 60 events hosted in 60 cities, over 200 meetings, and therefore the chief ministers represent different political parties on the political spectrum. So if you invite all those leaders who are actual representative of people representing their party in their respective states, I think that also presents a picture of federalism.
Okay.
That also gives representation to all section of people. If that was not so, then Nitish Kumar and Hemant Soren would not have been introduced to US president. And you see other pictures also. The way Prime Minister hugged Sukhwinder Sukhu at a time when Himachal Pradesh is under crisis, I think that conveys a larger message.
Okay, Smita Gupta, so what do we make of this? Is it unnecessary politics being played over an event which was president hosted, government hosted? Are we, when we present the entire globe is talking about the way India hosted this G20 summit, it also shows you the fissures within our own polity that is so divided that everything is fair in the run-up to the elections of 2024.
I think you really put your finger on it. The problem has been since 2014, there used to be a kind of relationship that the opposition had with the government. There used to be some give and take in parliament. If there was an important occasion like the G20 senior leaders in the government would brief a couple of senior leaders in the opposition, about what they were planning to do, what was expected, the kind of cooperation they hoped would be, you have to also extend a hand. If you're in government, it is your responsibility also to see that things go smoothly,
yes,
that the country doesn't look divided. This used to happen in the past. Any important foreign policy occasions such as this, when India was the host, there would be this kind of a meeting. Maybe it could be done at the level of the foreign secretary, foreign minister, maybe even the prime minister, with equivalent leaders in the opposition.
Absolutely.
So that there would be a kind of bonhomie and India would present a united face to the world.
In fact,
and I think that's
just one thing. When was that last occasion when such an event was done and Prime Minister or whosoever briefed kind of leaders in opposition?
It used to happen on every occasion.
When was that ever?
But the fact
breakdown in communication between government
I have to wrap this up. But the fact also remains, when we are presenting the view of Vasudev Kutumbakam, the mother of democracy, one of the most important tenets would be to take people along. There is no harm, in fact, in getting the opposition along, whether they are invited or not, when such an important event is taking place as far as our country is concerned. Thank you so much to both Smita and Mr. Sanjay for joining us at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, there is one very important story that I wanted to, in fact, speak to you about. This is related to spurious drugs, which are potentially life-threatening. The Drug Controller General of India has issued an alert for counterfeit cancer and liver medication. This after the WHO flagged spurious version of Takeda Pharma cancer injection and Gentium's liver drugs. Now, my colleague Vedant has all the lowdown. You have to be extremely careful when it comes to the drugs as far as these important medicines are concerned for these severe diseases. Take a look.
Another big blow for the Indian pharmaceutical industry after multiple WHO alerts and foreign country alerts on Indian medicines, Indian manufactured medicines. Now an alert on cancer injection Etcetris and liver medicine Defitelio. Now after the WHO alert, the drugs controller, DGCI or the drug regulator, has issued instructions to monitor the sale of these falsified medicines. So the state drug controllers have been asked to monitor the sales of these two medicines. The WHO had said that counterfeit injections from at least 8 batches are in circulation. In fact, this was not just with regard to what's happening in India, but also in Turkey. Now, drug regulators across the country have been asked to be vigilant and be alert. In fact, doctors and patients both have been advised to be particularly vigilant as far as these two medicines are concerned. Now, these fake versions are in circulation across the country. Etcetris, of course, is used for, as I mentioned, as a cancer injection, and Defitelio is used for blocked vessels as far as liver ailments are concerned. So these are, of course, serious ailments we are talking about, and there could be serious health risks and ramifications if these fake or falsified medicines are consumed. Now, the centre has tightened its nose on the pharmaceutical industry, particularly after countries like Uzbekistan and Gambia actually flagged Indian manufactured medicines. So there has been a nationwide crackdown on pharmaceuticals. Show cause notices have been issued to at least 11 drug manufacturers, and nearly 20 pharmaceuticals have been asked to shut. Their entire operations have been asked to shut in just the past 6 or 7 months. Now, the government has also introduced a central quality test for drugs before they're exported. So there's a central standardization mechanism that's now in place for export quality drugs. But the big question is, does Indian domestic pharma also need stricter vigil? Now, as far as fake drugs are concerned, it's a big menace. There's a fake drug empire running in India. In just the past 1 year, 6 states have, there's been a drive against fake drugs in 6 states, including UP, Bihar, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana and Telangana. Spurious drug rackets have been detected across 6 states. Fake drugs were manufactured mostly in Himachal and Haryana, and they were transported to various states, and the suppliers pasted invoices of other goods to actually fool tax officials. After this, it was a joint effort between the central drug regulator, the CDSCO, and state drug regulators, and there was a joint drive that was launched against these fake drugs. So, of course, it's a big menace, and it comes at a time when there's a lot of trust deficit surrounding Indian pharmaceuticals.